Hello everyone. This Christmas season, I would like to take just a minute to share with you a Christmas story by my mom, Linda Darden. A Christmas story. My parents were like a lot of other Kentucky families after the war. There were no jobs, so they moved to Dayton, Ohio to find work. My sister, Faye, was born there. I don't remember that much about living there. The first house I remember was in Logan County, Kentucky. I grew up in a 3-room house with a large hallway that went from the front door out to the backyard. That is where my sister, Faye, and I slept. We had no running water. We drew it from a well right outside the back door. We drank water from a bucket with a metal dipper. We had a 2-hole toilet in the back away from the house. We had a table in the kitchen that had to be pulled out from the wall at every meal, and the extra leaf had to be let out because the kitchen was so small. Our clothes were all homemade. They were hung on hangers that were hung onto a large nail driven into the wall in the larger room where Mom, Dad, and my other sister, Donna, slept. They were always washed on the wringer washer, hung on a clothesline, and starched, ironed to perfection. We would all pile up on our old tractor and head out to find a Christmas tree. Usually Daddy had already been looking and picked one out, but it usually didn't satisfy all of us. So we would look and look in the cold wind blowing in Kentucky. Daddy would chop down a cedar tree, bring it home, put it into that old tree holder, turn the bad side to the wall, and put ornaments on it that we had had for years. We put some lights and some tinsel on. It was absolutely beautiful. Our bus driver would give everyone on the bus a bag with an apple, orange, and maybe a piece of peppermint candy in it. It was great. Dad would buy some nuts and a hand cracker that I always had problems using. We would have tangerines, oranges, and apples too. It was wonderful, smelling the orange peelings throughout our house. On Christmas Eve, we would always go to Russellville to do our shopping. Mom and Dad would give us some money, and we would go to the dime store and make our purchases for each other. Just something simple with the amount of money that we had. We could see all the lights shining through the windows as we passed. They were so magical, especially being a small child. We would go to bed like all kids with dreams of Santa in our hearts. I would always be the first one awake Christmas morning. I would yell, "Daddy, has Santa come yet?" He would say, "No, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Go back to sleep." I would repeat every hour and he would answer back, "Go back to sleep." Finally, he would give up when the sun came up and we would all roll out of bed. Usually we only got 1 or 2 gifts. A doll, usually. I still have Judy that I got when I was 4 years old. I also have another doll that I got later and a beautiful necklace and a bracelet with small 10 Commandments on them. Don't pity me. I did not grow up poor. I was so rich. I had all the love a person could want. I grew up with cousins visiting, lots of play and joy. Stayed outside most of the day, exploring the woods and creeks across from our house. Played in the snow. I was always warm from the coal stove. I was never hungry. I was always loved. Christmas has changed a lot. Kids get more than they can possibly play with. I think I was happier with my one doll than they are with all of their many gifts. I just wanted to share my Christmas story with you. And with that story, we want to wish you, from the entire Darden family, a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year.